I'm talking to you today about exercise variations. The workout we did was called Buff Biceps, and we trained our biceps 20 different ways. We did super slow, we did 2 counts, we went out to the side, we did some crazy hook things, we did one at a time, we did them low, we did them concentrated, and we trained 20 different ways. We did 20 different bicep exercises. And so why are exercise variations good for you? Well, you know, your muscles are complex things. They're not simple pieces of equipment. Your muscles are complex, and if you just do the same kind of regular bicep curl the same way all of the time, you're just going to be hitting your muscle and your muscle fibers in one direction. When your bicep can move around, your arm can move in many directions. And there's a lot of things inside of your body that surround that bicep muscle that help it to grow. And there's little muscles, you know, like just because it's called one muscle doesn't mean that there aren't multiple things or multiple little muscles that work around it to help that one bigger muscle. There's a ton of stuff going on inside of your body. Like I said, it's a complex piece of equipment, and it is capable of doing all of these different ranges of motions, and it's good to isolate your muscle, to give it a challenge. The fibers in your muscles respond differently. There's fast twitch fibers and there's slow twitch fibers, and depending on the type of action that you're doing, whether it's like a takeoff and you know you need a fast reaction, or whether it's like a slower reaction kind of thing, your muscles respond differently to different types of movements. And it's always good to add a lot of variety to your training so that your body can experience these different kinds of movements and learn how to respond to them. So it's good to get your body used to working in different planes of motion, so that if you're ever, you know, it definitely helps prevent injury if you're ever stuck somewhere and your body's not used to moving this way, but, well, you know what? You've been training it to move this way. You've been training it to move all around. You've been experimenting with different kinds of bicep curls. You know, your biceps are going to be stronger and more defined and more sleek looking, as opposed to someone who just does one of the same thing all of the time. And I mean, why not change it up? Because as I showed you today, there are 20 different ways at least. And this is just what I did in here. Forget about the machines that you have at the gym and your resistance bands and all the other different kinds of barbells and different kind of equipment that are available to you, because it does make a difference if you're just doing a bicep curl like this with free weights versus with a dumbbell, with a barbell versus on a machine, a curl machine. It makes a difference in the type of load and the resistance that is being challenged with your body, whether other parts of your body need to work to isolate while you're doing the exercise, or if the machine is stabilizing for you while you're doing the exercise. It all takes a part into your total body fitness and your total leanness, total sculpting, total beautiful muscleness. So I have to go because the timer is going to shut off any second. So that was it. Buff biceps. Remember to switch up your exercise routines. Try different things. Don't do the same thing all the time. There's a lot of